announcement has been made that Senator Ubah has died in London on July 27th and will be laid to rest on November 22nd. This has made the former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, to beg the federal government that the way to honor this man that has died is to ensure that they release the leader of IPOB, that is Indigenous People of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. He stated here that we know that Igbo people has been marginalized in many ways, but this time around, the leaders of Biafra, that is IPOB, would have been released since, but they were surprised when he still be in detention. And he stated here that the only way to honor Ifeanyi Ubah is to release Nnamdi Kanu from detention. He stated something here when it be like say it is very very current, because in the talk say federal government they do one thing when it be like say e no dey according to the law, so im don bring am to their notice. Wetin Okorocha say here be say, he say according to the privilege in section 174 of the 1999 constitution enjoined by Yoruba nation agitator, he say he said that the constitution said Nnamdi Kanu would have been released since, because they don't judge him. He don't pass the judgment, but he knows how the federal government still detain the man. He said that kind of thing is not good at all. So if the federal government want to really honor this man, make the release Nnamdi Kanu. But somebody say something that the release of Nnamdi Kanu, it don't already dey on the way. Say, make people no worry. My people, as we continue in this news, former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, has pleaded with the federal government to release the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, to honor the late Senator Ifeanyi Ubah. Niger On Point reports that Okorocha made the plea on the night of the tribute held in honor of Ubah on Monday night, November 18th. Okorocha urged the Senate President Goodwill Akpabio to convey the message to the federal government. Recall that Ubah died in London on July 27th and will be laid to rest on November 22nd. The ex-governor said, "I want to say to you, brother, in whom I am well pleased, Senator Akpabio, convey this message to federal government on behalf of the Igbos seated here, that the best way to honor Ifeanyi Ubah is to release Nnamdi Kanu so that the Igbos can go home and reorganize their place. And I know you, Senator Akpabio, that even if I don't want to do it, send this message to the sake, for the sake of your wife, who is our daughter. Send this message and get us a result, or else your wife is not too far from taking back home." Meanwhile, the members of the House of Representatives, Obi Ogoacha, has disclosed that the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, would soon be released from detention. Obi Ogoacha, who represents Akona Umoha Federal Constituency in the Green Chamber, said negotiations are ongoing to secure Kanu's freedom. The lawmaker stated this on Tuesday in an interview with Arise TV. On Niger Point, report that the Aguisha has decried the way Undigbo are treated in the country, arguing that there are two rules in Nigeria, one for every other Nigerian, another for Undigbo. The Labour Party lawmaker explained the IPOB leader ought to have been released with the privilege of Section 174 of the 1999 Constitution enjoyed by Yoruba Nation agitator. See, owing to what is going on, the federal government should take things and consider this man that has been in detention. Although the federal government described the offense of Nnamdi Kanu to be that of how do we call it, a terrorist, but if you look at his offense, it's not like that. He was simply agitating for Igbo's independence, and the fighting has been going on, which is not today. The fight is started during the time of Ojukwu, which lingered till today. So the federal government should, of a matter of urgency, release this man since he has been judged and a fair hearing is given, and even in the International Court of Justice has said that the way they look at Nnamdi Kanu, he is meant to be released, that he has passed all judgment. It is meant to be released, and we are wondering why he's still in detention. So this time around, I believe that what this news is saying is the truth. They say the release of Nnamdi Kanu is on the way. I think this will create happiness in the heart of the Igbo people, but we are desiring to see this thing that they are talking about, because every Nigerians are supporting for his release. Thank you for listening. Please do subscribe for more news on this channel.